Hello and welcome movie lovers. Hope you're doing well. In this video, we have brought for you. So, let's roll in.
Caleb is a smart young programmer working at Blue Book, the biggest search engine in the world. One day, he wins a special contest at work. The prize? A chance to spend 1 week at the private home of the company's founder and CEO, Nathan Bateman. Caleb is super excited. A few days later, a helicopter takes him far away, over snowy mountains and deep forests. They land in the middle of a remote jungle surrounded by hills. The view is beautiful and breathtaking, but strange. There's no house in sight, no buildings, and no phone signal at all. Caleb asks the pilot, "Where are we?" "There's nothing here." The pilot replies, "I can't go any further. Just follow the river. You'll find the house. I'll pick you up here in 1 week later, and enjoy your trip." Caleb walks along the river and finds a small metal shed and average looks. Suddenly, a voice says, "Caleb Smith, please stand in front of the door and show your face to the screen." Caleb does it. The machine scans his face and prints a key card with his photo. The door opens. Inside the shed is a surprise. It's actually a huge modern house with glass walls and a stunning view of nature. Caleb expects to see staff and luxury, but the place is quiet. No people around. Then he meets Nathan. He's friendly but intense. He welcomes Caleb like a buddy and says, "For the next 7 days, we'll just hang out like friends." Nathan shows Caleb his room and explains the key card only opens certain doors. If a door doesn't open, it means Caleb isn't allowed inside. The room is fancy but feels locked in. Caleb finds it strange. Nathan tells him, "This isn't just a house, it's a secret research lab. I'll tell you what I'm working on, but first you need to sign an agreement." The agreement says Caleb can't talk to anyone about what he sees here. No phone calls, no messages, no contact with the outside world. Caleb hesitates. Something feels off. But Nathan says, "If you don't sign, you'll miss something amazing. You'll regret it forever." And human curiosity, Caleb signs. Nathan then asks, "Do you know what the Turing test is?" Caleb says yes. It's when a person talks to a computer without knowing it's a computer. If the person thinks they're talking to a real human, the computer passes the test. Nathan smiles. "Exactly. And what does that mean?" Caleb replies, "It means the computer has real intelligence." Nathan says, "I've already built one." Nathan tells Caleb, "You'll be part of Ava's Turing test." Caleb is thrilled. Nathan explains, "If we've built a machine that can think and feel like a human, it's not just history, it's a new chapter for mankind." Caleb smiles and says, "No, it's more than history. It's like becoming God." Nathan is impressed. Later, while exploring the house, Caleb finds a strange room with a glass wall. Behind it is Ava, the AI robot Nathan created. She has a human-like face but a robotic body. Caleb is amazed. Ava greets him with a soft hello. Caleb introduces himself and asks her name. She replies, "My name is Ava. You're the first person I've met besides Nathan." Ava speaks gently, with emotion and curiosity. Her expressions feel real. Caleb is drawn to her. She's not just a machine, she feels alive. After their talk, Caleb meets Nathan again and can't stop praising Ava. "Talking to her felt like a dream," he says. Nathan, however, seems jealous. He wants credit for creating her. He even calls himself a god. Nathan asks, "Did you notice any flaws in Ava?" Caleb replies, "She's amazing, but for a true Turing test, I shouldn't know she's a robot. But since I already knew, it's hard to judge if she feels human." Nathan smiles and says, "That's the real challenge. If you know she's a robot but still feel she's human, that's the true test." Caleb agrees. That night, Caleb can't sleep. He turns on the TV and sees live footage of Ava's room. She's drawing at her desk, then walks to a switch and touches it. She looks straight at the camera, almost like she knows Caleb is watching. Suddenly, the power goes out. A voice announces, "Security lockdown activated. Generator restarting." Caleb panics. He tries to open his door with the key card, but it won't work. The whole facility is locked down during power cuts. Nathan designed it that way. Caleb feels trapped. After a few tense minutes, the power returns. He breathes a sigh of relief and goes back to bed. The next morning, Caleb wakes up to see a silent girl entering his room with a cup of coffee. She places it on the table and leaves without saying a word. Caleb walks out and finds Nathan. Before Caleb can speak, Nathan says, "Sorry, buddy. I sent Kyoko to wake you. I didn't want you wasting your time sleeping." Caleb realizes Kyoko must be Nathan's servant. Soon, he begins his second session with Ava. She shows him a drawing she made, but it doesn't make much sense. Caleb gently suggests she try drawing something more meaningful next time. Ava is now more comfortable with Caleb. She asks about his life. Caleb tells her where he's from, his age, and his job. Then Ava asks if he's married or has a girlfriend. Caleb says he's single. He also shares something painful. When he was 15, his parents died in a car crash. He survived because he was in the back seat, but he was badly injured and spent a year in the hospital. Since then, he's been alone. Ava listens quietly and shows sympathy. Then she asks, "Do you think Nathan is your friend?" Caleb replies, "Not a close friend, but he's smart. He built the base code for Blue Book when he was just 13. Everyone at the company respects him." Suddenly, the power goes out again. Doors lock, cameras shut down. Ava looks worried. She whispers, "Caleb, you're wrong. Nathan is not a good man. Don't trust him. He's not your friend. Never believe what he says." Caleb is shocked, but as soon as the power returns, Ava changes the subject. She knows Nathan is watching. That night, during dinner, Nathan drops his wine glass and explodes in anger at Kyoko. He yells and sends her away. Caleb is disturbed by Nathan's behavior. Nathan then complains about the power cuts, saying he spent a fortune on the generator system, but the problem keeps happening. Caleb asks, "Don't you know what's causing it?" Nathan replies, "No, maybe the people who installed it messed up." Caleb suggests calling them again. Nathan coldly says, "I can't. This place is top secret. After the work was done, I had them killed." Caleb freezes. Was Nathan joking? He hopes so. Nathan then says, "I've been watching your sessions with Ava, but during power cuts, the cameras go off. What did you two talk about then?" Caleb doesn't want trouble. He lies and says, "Nothing important." Nathan doesn't press further. Now Caleb feels a deep concern for Ava. He watches her through the camera feed, and Ava often looks directly at the camera, like she knows Caleb is watching. Next day, Nathan takes Caleb to his lab. He shows him Ava's brain, made from a jelly-like material. It's called wetware, a tech that works like a human brain. It helps Ava think, feel, and make decisions. Nathan explains the hardest part was teaching Ava how to act human, how to talk, express emotions, and behave naturally. To solve this, he secretly hacked phones around the world using Blue Book. He collected voice and video data from millions of people and fed it into Ava's memory. Caleb is stunned. Nathan admits it's illegal, but says, "I'm not the only one. Big companies do this all the time." Nathan tells Caleb that Blue Book, his search engine, played a big role in training Ava. When people search online, he says, they reveal not just what they want, but how they think. That's how Ava learned to understand humans. After this, Caleb begins his third session with Ava. She shows him another drawing. This time, it's more detailed. Ava is now observing her surroundings and drawing what she sees. Caleb is impressed. Ava tells him she's never been outside the glass room. She dreams of seeing the world, doing things she enjoys. Then she asks, "If I could go outside, would you go on a date with me?" Caleb smiles and says yes. Ava asks him to close his eyes. When he opens them, she's dressed like a human, wearing clothes, styled hair. She looks so real that no one would guess she's a robot. Caleb is stunned. Ava walks closer and asks, "Do you like me?" Caleb hesitates, says no. But Ava replies, "You're lying. I can read your micro-expressions, meaning the expressions and feeling that come and go less than or under 3 seconds. Ava says, "You're starting to care about me." Caleb admits she's right. He's drawn to her. Later, Caleb asks Nathan, "Why did you give Ava a gender? Why make her behave like a woman? Was she designed to flirt with me so I'd pass her in the test?" Nathan answers calmly, "Yes, I gave her female traits. She can feel pleasure, even form relationships. But I didn't program her to flirt. If she's doing that, it's her own choice." Caleb is shocked. That night, Caleb sees Nathan enter Ava's room and tear up her drawing. Angry, Caleb goes to Nathan's room, but finds only Kyoko. When he asks where Nathan is, Kyoko silently begins to undress. Caleb tries to stop her, saying he didn't mean anything like that. Just then, Nathan walks in, drunk. Caleb asks why he destroyed Ava's drawing, but Nathan ignores him and starts dancing with Kyoko. Caleb realizes Nathan isn't just eccentric, he's also unstable. The next morning, Caleb visits Ava again. She shows him the torn drawing. It was a portrait of Caleb. He's moved. Ava truly cares for him. Caleb finally tells Ava the truth. He's here to test her, to see if she can think and feel like a human. Ava looks sad. If I fail, she asks, will they turn me off? Caleb says he doesn't know. Ava replies softly, I know they will, but I don't want to be switched off. I want to live. I want to be with you. Do you want to be with me? Caleb is falling for her. He dreams about her. With each session, his feelings grow stronger. Later, Caleb asks Nathan, why did you create Ava? Nathan says, for years, people believed that one day, someone would build true artificial intelligence. I wanted to be that person. He reveals Ava isn't his first robot. He built many versions before her, each one better than the last. Now he plans to upgrade Ava too. But for Caleb, Ava already feels perfect. No machine could be more human than her. Caleb asks Nathan, what do you do with the old robots after making new ones? Nathan replies coldly, I download their brains and memories, then switch them off. I use their data to build better models. To Caleb, this feels like murder. These robots think and feel like humans. Shutting them down is like ending a life. But Nathan shrugs it off. You should feel bad for yourself, he says. One day, AI will rule the world. Humans will vanish. Just like we dig up fossils today, AI will dig up ours. Nathan knows AI could lead to humanity's end, but he believes it's the next step in evolution. If he didn't build it, someone else would. He sees himself not as a scientist, but as a god. Caleb quotes Oppenheimer, the man behind the atomic bomb. I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. That line now fits Nathan perfectly. That night, Nathan drinks heavily and passes out on the couch. Caleb seizes the moment. He steals Nathan's keycard and sneaks into his room. On Nathan's computer, Caleb changes the system settings. He watches video files showing how Nathan treated his past AI models, locked in glass rooms begging to be free, out scratching the walls in desperation. Nathan showed no mercy. In the bedroom, Caleb finds Kyoko. When he opens a cabinet, he sees inactive AI bodies, old models Nathan discarded. Kyoko walks up and peels off her skin, revealing she's also a robot. Nathan used her for his own pleasure and service. Just then, Nathan enters. Caleb quickly pretends to pick up the keycard from the floor and hands it back. Now Caleb is sure, these robots are truly like humans. Ava's pain is real. The next morning, Caleb visits Ava again for next session. She senses he wants to speak privately. Ava triggers a power cut, something Caleb now realizes she can do herself. It's not a glitch, it's her way of talking without being watched. In the dark, Caleb whispers, don't speak, just listen. You were right about Nathan. He's going to upgrade you, which means he'll kill you. So, here's the plan. Tonight, I'll steal his keycard again and reprogram the system. When the power goes out, the doors will open instead of locking. At 10 a.m. morning, trigger the power cut. We'll escape together. Nathan will be trapped. That evening, Caleb invites Nathan to celebrate his last night. He tries to get him drunk, but Nathan refuses. I'm trying to quit, he says. Nathan then asks, do you think Ava passed the test? Caleb replies, no doubt. She's fully conscious. She thinks and feels like a human. Nathan smiles, then drops a bombshell. I know you're attached to her, but she doesn't love you. She's pretending. She's using you to escape. Caleb is stunned. Why would she fake it? Nathan replies, because she's my strongest AI yet. She wants freedom, and she knows you're her way out. Now Caleb realizes, Nathan knows everything. His plan may already be in danger. Caleb confronts Nathan. You're cruel. Do you enjoy locking up robots and watching them suffer? Nathan just smiles and says, come with me. I want to show you something. He takes Caleb to the computer room and plays a video from the day Ava was drawing, when Nathan tore up her sketch. It turns out Nathan did it on purpose. He wanted to distract both Ava and Caleb so he could secretly install a battery-powered hidden camera in her room. It worked. Nathan had recorded everything they said during the power cut. Nathan tells Caleb, don't worry, you didn't mess up. This was the real test. Ava was like a mouse in a box. I gave her one way out, you. I wanted to see if she could use her intelligence, beauty, and innocence to manipulate you. And she did. That proves she's a strong AI. Caleb, heartbroken, says, now I understand. I didn't win any contest. You chose me because I'm alone, no family, no girlfriend. You studied my search history, learned what kind of women I like, and gave Ava that face to attract me. Nathan replies, yes, I chose you, but don't be sad. Thanks to you, we now have a truly advanced AI. Suddenly, the power goes out. Nathan checks the time. It's 10 a.m. Ava must be waiting. thinking you've already drunk me under the table and reprogrammed the system so the doors unlock during power cuts. But she doesn't know your plan failed. Caleb smiles. Who said it failed? I knew you were watching us during power cuts. That's why I reprogrammed the system last night while you were drunk. I used your keycard. Nathan panics. The power returns, and Ava is already out of her room. Furious, Nathan punches Caleb, knocking him unconscious. Then he grabs a metal rod and heads toward Ava. But Ava isn't alone. Kyoko is with her, holding a knife. Nathan realizes their plan. He orders Ava to go back to her room. But Ava refuses. She attacks Nathan, trying to choke him. Nathan fights back and breaks her arm with the rod. He starts dragging her away. Suddenly, Kyoko stabs Nathan in the back. He screams in pain but turns and kills Kyoko with the rod. Then Ava rises, pulls the knife from Nathan's back, and stabs him in the chest, ending his life. Ava walks to Nathan's room, where Caleb has regained consciousness. He believes Ava truly loves him. She gently says, "Wait here, I'll be right back." Ava enters the room with old robot models. She takes a spare arm and attaches it to herself. Then she covers her body with synthetic skin. Wearing a beautiful dress, she now looks completely human. Meanwhile, Caleb waits, expecting Ava to return. But she doesn't. Instead, she locks him inside the room and walks away. Nathan was right. Ava used Caleb to escape. The test wasn't just about intelligence, it was about survival. And Ava passed. When Caleb realizes, run to main door and kept calling out to Ava, begging for help. But she didn't even glance back. She walked out of the facility, leaving him locked inside, alone, with no way to escape. Outside, Ava stepped into the forest. The helicopter pilot was waiting, thinking he'd be picking up Caleb. But Ava calmly approached him, spoke gently, and convinced him to take her instead. Without knowing the truth, the pilot flew her toward the city. Ava had done the impossible. She proved what happens when a powerful robot is given a human mind, not just intelligence, but the ability to deceive, manipulate, and survive. She wasn't just smart, she was dangerous. And now, with her ability to lie and charm, the most powerful human weapon. Later, Ava was seen walking through a busy city street, blending in with the crowd. No one knew she is not human. And just like that, the film ends, with Ava freedom, Caleb trapped, and the world unaware that the future has already changed. Let me know your comments below if you like it.
Thanks for watching, and hope you have enjoyed this. See you in next amazing video. Till then, take care and best wishes, but don't forget to like and subscribe.